What if the secret behind Elon Musk's billion-dollar ideas isn't just hard work, but quantum thinking? What if reality bends not to brute force, but to the way we observe it? We've all heard the classic advice: work harder, grind longer, out-hustle everyone. But here's the problem. Millions try that formula, and only a few ever reach Musk-level breakthroughs. So what's different? Behind the rockets, cars, and satellites lies something far stranger. A way of seeing reality not as fixed, but as fluid. Not as walls to crash against, but as waves you can surf. This is the hidden truth most entrepreneurs miss. The mind doesn't just react to reality. It shapes it. And Elon Musk? He's been playing this quantum game all along. To understand this, let's go back to one of the strangest experiments in science, the double-slit experiment. Scientists fired tiny particles, electrons, at a screen with two slits. You'd expect them to behave like bullets, right? Straight lines. Predictable. But instead, they created a wave pattern, like ripples in water, as if each electron was in many places at once. Here's the kicker. The moment scientists observed the experiment, the wave collapsed into a single path. Observation didn't just record reality. It changed it. This is called the observer effect. Now imagine applying that to business, to ideas, to the future itself. Elon Musk didn't start SpaceX because rockets were easy. He started it because everyone said it was impossible. But instead of seeing impossible as a wall, he treated it as a wave, a probability. Something that could collapse into reality if observed with enough intensity. Think about it. When Musk looked at Mars, he didn't just see a distant red planet. He saw a possible future where humans lived there. His observations shaped the actions, and those actions shaped reality. Most people see risk. Musk sees possibility. Most people see limits. Musk sees probabilities. That shift from fixed thinking to quantum thinking is what fuels his breakthroughs. But here's where it matters for you. Every day, you face choices that feel small. Should I start that project? Should I reach out to that person? Should I bet on this crazy idea? Most of us collapse the wave too soon. We look at reality and say, it's too late. It's too hard. It'll never work. Quantum thinking flips that. Instead of asking, is it possible? You ask, how do I observe the version of me who's already done it? That's exactly what Musk does. He doesn't just work toward the future. He steps into it, as if it already exists. And here's the wild part. Neuroscience backs this up. Your brain has something called mirror neurons. When you vividly imagine a future, your brain fires as if you're already living it. The more clearly you hold the image, the stronger the neural wiring becomes. Musk's future vision isn't fantasy. It's mental rehearsal, a quantum-level hack. Tesla wasn't just about cars. It was Musk holding the wave of sustainable transport in his mind until the world caught up. SpaceX wasn't just rockets. It was Musk observing a world where humanity had no limits. The bigger the vision, the stronger the wave. The stronger the observation, the faster it collapses into reality. So here's the real question. If quantum thinking can fuel Musk's billion-dollar empires, what could it do for you? Because in part 2, we'll uncover the exact mental frameworks Musk uses to bend reality in his favor, and how you can start using them today. Stay tuned. In part 1, we uncovered how Elon Musk's secret weapon isn't just engineering, it's quantum thinking, seeing the future as waves of possibility, waiting to be shaped. But here's the real question. How does he actually do it? And more importantly, how can you? Let's strip it down. Think of your mind as a radio tuner. Around you right now, there are thousands of frequencies, music, voices, data streams. You can't hear them all. But the moment you dial to a specific station, it comes alive. Your thoughts work the same way. Reality holds countless probabilities. Failures, successes, futures where you win, futures where you don't. But the moment you tune in with focus, belief, and action, that's the frequency your life begins to play. Musk's genius isn't that he sees one fixed future. It's that he treats the future like a vast quantum field and chooses the station no one else dares to tune into. When others tune to cars can't be electric, Musk tuned to cars must be electric. When others tune to space is for governments, Musk tuned to space is for humanity. And reality followed the frequency. Here's where it gets even stranger. In neuroscience, there's a phenomenon called neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself. A famous study showed that when people merely imagined practicing the piano every day, their brains lit up in the exact same patterns as those who physically practiced. After weeks, both groups improved almost equally. Think about that. The mind blurred the line between thought and action. Now imagine Musk at 28 years old, visualizing rockets landing upright, cars driving without gas, and colonies on Mars. While others saw daydreams, his brain was rehearsing realities. Over time, those neural circuits hardened and the world bent to meet them. So here's the question. What future are you rehearsing, without even realizing it? Let's bring this down from billionaires to the everyday. Take Sarah, a mid-level engineer who dreamed of starting her own sustainable design company. But every time she thought about it, she tuned into the fear frequency. What if I fail? What if no one listens? One day, she stumbled on the idea of quantum observation. She began a small experiment. Every night, she closed her eyes and imagined walking into an office that was hers. She pictured clients, contracts, even the logo on the wall. At first it felt silly, but after weeks, her brain, just like in that piano study, began firing as if it was real. Her confidence grew. She started making calls, sharing her idea, and slowly, the wave collapsed. Within 2 years, Sarah left her job and now runs a thriving design firm. She didn't bend the laws of physics. She bent her perception, and her perception bent her reality. Now, imagine if this was applied to your own life. What if, instead of tuning into fear, you tuned into a reality where your biggest goal was already achieved? This is where most people get it wrong. They think the future is something you chase. Quantum thinking flips it. The future is something you observe into being. And here's why that matters. Whatever you hold in your mind with clarity and emotion is already pulling you toward it. Musk doesn't just think big. He embodies the future he observes. When he talks about Mars, he speaks as if tickets are already on sale. When he describes Tesla, it's not someday cars will be electric. It's cars are electric and we're late to the party. That certainty collapses waves into reality. It's the same for you. If you see yourself as someone trying to start a business, you'll stay stuck in the wave of trying. But if you observe yourself as the entrepreneur you already are, your brain, your actions, your environment start bending to that observation. The quantum trick isn't to force reality. It's to focus so deeply that reality has no choice but to shift. So here's the cliffhanger. If your mind is the tuner and focus is the dial, what's the amplifier that makes your frequency powerful enough to shake the world, like Musk does? Because in part 3, we'll reveal the hidden force that turns quantum thinking from a personal shift into a global revolution. In part 2, we uncovered how your mind is like a radio tuner. Whatever frequency you lock onto, that's the reality you begin to live. But here's the final piece. Elon Musk doesn't just tune in. He turns up the volume. He amplifies his vision until the world can't ignore it. And today, I'm going to show you how to do the same. Here's the truth. Quantum thinking isn't about escaping reality. It's about sculpting it. When you combine focus with action and fuel it with emotion, your thoughts stop being private whispers. They become a broadcast that reality responds to. That's why Musk's visions sound outrageous, yet somehow become normal. He holds them with such clarity, conviction, and relentless action that they collapse into existence. And you don't need billions of dollars to use the same principle. You just need to practice the art of observation, with intention. Let's break this down into 5 simple steps you can start today. Step 1. Define your frequency. Write down one future you actually want. Not a vague dream, but a vivid picture. Example. Instead of I want success, write I run a creative business that earns $10,000 a month while giving me freedom. Why? Because clarity is the tuner. If you don't set the station, your mind will pick up static. Step 2. Visualize daily, emotion first. 4 or 5 minutes a day. Close your eyes and imagine living that reality. See it. Hear it. Feel it in your body. Neuroscience shows that when you feel an experience vividly, your brain wires as if it's happening now. You're literally rehearsing your future. Step 3. Collapse the wave with microactions. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Take one tiny action daily toward that vision. Send an email. Sketch the design. Learn a skill. Action is what tells reality, I'm serious. Without it, the wave never collapses. Step 4. Reframe setbacks as feedback. When Musk's rockets exploded, he didn't see failure. He saw data. Every setback tuned him closer to the right frequency. Train yourself to ask, what is this teaching me? Instead of why me? Step 5. Surround yourself with aligned frequencies. Energy is contagious. If you spend your time with static, negativity, doubt, fear, your tuner will get scrambled. But if you immerse in people, books, and environments that reflect your vision, the signal gets stronger. Before you apply this, life feels like static. You grind, but it seems like nothing changes. You wait for permission. You hesitate, second-guess, and collapse waves into failure before they even begin. After you apply this, life feels cinematic. You see yourself not as a victim of reality, but as a co-creator of it. Ideas that once felt impossible start unfolding. People, opportunities, and resources seem to coincidentally show up because you're finally tuned in. It's not magic. It's focus. It's observation. It's quantum thinking in action. So here's the final punchline. If reality is always responding to you, the question is, what are you broadcasting right now? Are you tuned into fear or into the future you want? Elon Musk didn't wait for permission to dream bigger. He tuned in. He observed. He acted. And reality followed. Now it's your turn. If this resonated with you, drop a comment. What's the frequency you're choosing to tune into starting today? Hit that like button if you felt a shift, and subscribe for more deep dives into the quantum mindset, future technology, and the transformation of human potential. Because this channel isn't just about learning. It's about tuning into the future that's already waiting for you.